Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the QueenAShakur TV show. I'm your host, QueenAShakur. And so as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, so let's get into it. Now listen to this, honey. Cal Rittenhouse says he's going to Texas A&M, and it's going to be awesome. The university agreed. Now, Cal Rittenhouse said that he would be attending Texas A&M University during a podcast episode of the Charlie Kirk Show. Now, he says, I'm going to be there, and it's going to be awesome. This is what he said after donning a baseball cap with the university's insignia on it. Beautiful campus, amazing people, amazing food. A university official told the Dallas Morning News this on Sunday that Rittenhouse will not Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that, honey. They say the university disagrees. I am so through. But so listen, here's what they say. He said, I'm going to be there, beautiful campus, awesome, amazing people, amazing food. A university official told the Dallas Morning News on Sunday, however, that Rittenhouse will not be in attendance, okay? He has not been admitted as a student this summer or fall. Lies, he told, honey. This boy don't do nothing but go around lying, honey. That's all he ever does. Remember he lied last time and said he was enrolled in that college, and they said no, he wasn't. Rittenhouse had taken online classes at Arizona State University in 2021, but said he dropped them during the trial and wanted to resume them afterwards. Students demanded, however, that he be expelled from the university after being acquitted of homicide charges. Now, ASU previously told Insider that Rittenhouse was no longer in attendance at the university. Rittenhouse shot 3 people, killing 2 of them. Well, we already know the story, honey. And of course, the nefarious low-down judge found him not guilty, right? Rittenhouse recently said he wanted to file lawsuits against media outlets and President Joe Biden for defamation after being inspired by the defamation trial between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Honey, you are far cry from Amber Heard and Johnny Depp's situation. Anything anybody said about him is absolutely true. He is a wannabe supremacist. He is a murderer, a whole killer. He is a whole thug, and anything else that anyone called him, as far as I'm concerned. Honey, who are you going to sue for defamation? Before you can sue for defamation or before you can win for a defamation suit, honey, prove that anyone lied. Because everything I've heard anyone say about him is absolutely true. He's a white supremacist, wannabe, not literally, right? And then also, he's a whole killer. So just because you got acquitted, honey, you still kill those people, fool. So anyway, no wonder the university didn't want his silly ace there. So anyway, a spokesperson for Texas A&M did not immediately respond for comment. Well, they've already said enough. And they've said he's not welcome and they disagree. So there's that. He might as well have several seats somewhere, honey, as far as I'm concerned. That's just what it is. Now, they say a dead body was found. Hold on, let me pull this up. Dead body of 62-year-old homeless man is found outside a pharmacy near Times Square. So they say the 62-year-old man's corpse was discovered outside a Dwayne Reed pharmacy at 1430 Broadway just after 9:30 a.m. Police immediately launched an investigation into what might have caused the man's death and cordoned off the area until the body could be recovered. So they say the man is said to have had a cough shortly before his death. The NYPD also said that they found drug paraphernalia close to his body. A sheet could be seen draped over the man's body in the area in front of the pharmacy. A baseball cap and bag could also be seen close by as the police stood guard. The identity of the man has not been released until his family is notified. Well, that's just also sad. Let me share my screen and show the clip. In the meantime, likes up, everyone. Please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you in advance. Well, I don't know what the purpose of that was, just to watch the police stand around and twiddle their thumbs, I guess. But anyway, listen to this. Woman shot in Goldsboro Hospital. Lockdown lifted and gunman on the run, according to CBS 17. I mean, pay attention to all these shootings in hospitals. Like, this is also crazy in the past few days. A woman shot in Goldsboro Hospital. So they say, and this is North Carolina for those of you who don't know, but they say one person was shot inside a Goldsboro hospital Sunday night. The hospital was placed on lockdown for nearly an hour, according to Wayne County officials. Now, the shooting was reported as an active shooter incident at 8:17 p.m. And this is at the Wayne UNC Healthcare at 2700 Wayne Memorial Drive, according to Joel Gilley, a spokesman for Wayne County. Goldsboro Police and the Wayne County Sheriff's Office are at the scene, and the lockdown was lifted at 9:10 p.m. Okay, so let me share my screen so you all can see the footage. How are these people keep getting in hospitals with guns? They need to start having metal detectors, having people frisked or something, because this is just all getting out of hand. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so.
As for the suspect, Goldsboro police says they are still looking for him. They say that he...
Let me rewind this.
The suspect, Goldsboro, we're hearing about this active shooter call at the hospital. That one woman was shot here and that...
Around 8 o'clock tonight. Let's go straight out to CBS 17's Galat Malamed, who is live in Goldsboro. Galat, what can you tell us?
Goldsboro police chief says that one woman was shot here and that she has a non-life-threatening leg injury. That lockdown was lifted about an hour after this active shooting call came in. The Goldsboro police say that the call came in at about 8:17 p.m. The chief says that law enforcement responded to this as an active shooter situation. That lockdown was lifted after about an hour at 9:10. First, law enforcement searched the building, going through every floor. The chief says that during the time, some nearby businesses went on lockdown out of concern after hearing about this active shooter call at the hospital. The Goldsboro police chief says the shooting happened on the 6th floor and that the victim is not a hospital employee. A spokesperson for Wayne County says this was domestic. As for the suspect, Goldsboro police says they are still looking for him. They say that he ran away after the shooting at the hospital, but do believe he is still in the city. Again, one woman was shot here with a non-life-threatening leg injury. Police say there's no threat to the public.
People are just so insidiously obtuse these days, okay? I mean, please. Why are you going into a hospital and shooting somebody? And this is a domestic dispute, they say? Wow. Okay, so yesterday I reported on the man who killed the judge because he was upset because the judge, in fact, sentenced him to some time or whatever, right? And for the crimes that he committed, no less. I mean, he should have just done the time with a smile, as far as I'm concerned. But, and he already got slaps on the wrist numerous of times. Now, Wisconsin judge's killer is a pro-Trump grievance collector. This is what they say, ex-FBI agent. So they say, using preliminary reports, they say a former FBI agent using preliminary reports dubbed the alleged killer of a retired Wisconsin judge a pro-Trump grievance collector on Sunday. John Romer, age 68, served as judge of the Juneau County Circuit Court for 14 years, from 2004 to 2018. On Friday morning, he was found gunned down in his New Lisbon, Wisconsin home. His alleged killer, later identified as 56-year-old Douglas Udy, was found injured in the judge's basement from what was described as a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, in 2005, Udy was charged with armed burglary and a number of other weapons offenses. Romer was the judge of that case and sentenced him to 6 years in prison and 9 years of extended supervision. Now, Frank Figliuzzi, a security analyst and former assistant director of the counterintelligence at the FBI, spoke about Udy's case during an appearance on MSNBC. This is based on preliminary information which the former agent admitted can often be inaccurate. This is what he says. Hold on. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. And so they say Figliuzzi gave host Ali Velshi a summation of Udy's character. He says this person seems to be what behavioral scientists call a grievance collector. The initial grievance became personal when the judge that sentenced him and he had lots, or I think this is a typo, when the judge sentenced him And he had lots of time in prison to brood and obsess over this judge. He litigates everything in his past criminal history as well. And he loses all attempts at litigating his past convictions, his sentences, even search warrants. Now, they're tossed out of court routinely. He believes that people are out to get him. Reports have circulated about Udi in the days following the incident in New Lisbon, suggesting that he styles himself after militia members and had a supposed hit list of future targets, including Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, a Republican, as well as Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer and Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers, who are both Democrats. A local law enforcement official, according to The Guardian, would not confirm or deny those rumors, but did say that anyone suspected of being a future target of Udi has been notified. Now, Flugi Uzi added during his MSNBC appearance that based on social media posts, Udi's grievances became distinctly right-wing and political in nature. And so he's a terrorist, okay, because they define a terrorist as someone who kills for political gain or because of political ideologies, things of that nature. So that's really what it is. Now, he says, if you look at social media postings, the grievances are no longer personal. Now he is lashing out at everybody from Hillary Clinton to Janet Reno. He believes that everybody's guns are about to be confiscated. Well, he's right about that. I mean, where's the lie? He's posted that martial law is imminent, and he posted that back in November of 2016. Again, where's the lie? Because I absolutely believe both things he said. Now, I'm not condoning his foolishness, no less. You can't just become a terrorist because of that. I'm just saying. Now, Figliuzzi then continued. He says he is very pro-Trump in his social media postings. Why do I say that? Because his ideology, if there is one, seems to fall right in line with that of MAGA ideology. They're going to come take our guns. Hillary Clinton should be duct taped. There is a literal photo of her being duct taped with a derogatory term toward her. So that's obviously what he posted. So he's falling into the thinking of, I have been radicalized by this group. Let me tell you something. The man is clearly nefarious, but at the end of the day, I do believe that they're coming for those goods. Okay, I've been telling you that repeatedly. Now they say New Jersey federal judge's son killed and husband injured in shooting at their home. So we already know about this, but let me just show this video. Likes up, everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you in advance, beloved.
According to officials, someone posing as a FedEx driver arrived at the family's home around 5 o'clock this evening while it was still bright outside. When the son answered the door, we're told he was shot and killed. Investigators say the gunman then shot the father multiple times. We understand the father is a criminal defense attorney. We are awaiting word on his condition. Meanwhile, it is now confirmed the mother is a federal judge. The Honorable Esther Salas is the first Latina in New Jersey to serve on a federal bench. Apparently, she was not hurt. It's not clear who was the intended target.
Now, we remember that because I reported on that last year, honey. And at the end of the day, the judge was the target. She was the target. We found that out after the fact. But I guess they showed that just to say, you know, that these people are taking out their grievances on these judges. Okay, pay attention, honey. That's the second judge that I've reported on being shot within the past year. So that's clearly crazy. So hold on, let me pull up this last receipt. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Like and share. Hold on, here we go. And also, by the way, there's a recall on peaches for listeria. All of these recalls just keep popping up. Now listen to this. So this foolish woman, I'm not going to say she's crazy because that'll likely be her defense. Try to play crazy. They love to play the mental illness card. But deputies say this woman threatened to shoot up a building in Fayetteville. So she's been charged with making threats of terrorism or terroristic acts on Friday. The Fayette County Sheriff's Department reported that Marianne Campbell, age 38, was arrested at the Fayette County Day Report Center after yelling and threatening staff. Deputies alleged that Campbell told staff that she was going to get a firearm and come back and shoot up the building. Campbell was transported to Southern Regional Jail after the incident and is currently waiting on court proceedings. What is with all these fools? What is with all these fools just shooting up places? Then, hookah bar shooting injures 3 people, and this also happened in Fayetteville. So let me go to this report. Everyone get those likes up. Likes up, please, like and share. All these shootings, clearly agendas are being pushed, as far as I'm concerned.
Lewis reporting. Switching gears here, police are investigating an overnight shooting at a North Carolina hookah lounge. This happened in Fayetteville, and according to our news gathering partner, WRAL, 3 people were shot at the Airborne Hookah Lounge. 1 was found at the scene. 2 others showed up at a nearby hospital. No word on any of their conditions or on any possible suspects at this point.
And that's the bad part. These people are getting shot up, and they don't even know who's doing it. They can't even catch these people. Look, this is also crazy. People are just doing the most these days. And so with that all being said, and now this is interesting. Now listen to this, honey. Now I told y'all about these motorcycle gangs. They call them clubs. I want y'all to pay attention. Mongols Motorcycle Club that says its leader was an informant. I mean, they really called them clubs and groups and all of that. Please, their whole gang. Okay? And so let's talk about it. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Hold on. Says the leader was an informant. And that's the thing. The police have these informants infiltrate these groups, and so they can catch them in all these heinous acts. But honey, they never report that all over the media. That's what they don't do. So here it is right here. Now this came out just a day ago. And so they say, for more than 2 decades, federal law enforcement authorities pursued the Mongols, a notorious motorcycle club. They keep saying club. No, they're a gang, people, okay? They're clearly a gang, okay? Notorious motorcycle gang whose members had a long history of murder, assault, drug dealing, and robbery. Now I want y'all to pay attention. They have a nefarious history of murder, assault, drug dealing, and robbery. So why the hell are they calling them a club, honey? They are clearly a gang. All right? But they call black people a gang, honey, and act like black people are so nefarious. When I told y'all they have gangs too, and some of them worse than ours, and they just don't call them gangs. They use little nice, sweet terms, right? Sugar-coated terms and words to describe these nefarious devils. Now, in 2018, the government scored a victory of sorts. Prosecutors convinced a jury in California that these crimes were not just the result of individual bikers behaving badly, but the work of an organized criminal enterprise that had participated in a campaign of mayhem. The gang was ordered to pay $500,000 in fines and what prosecutors hoped would be a down payment on putting it out of business. Putting it out of business, a down payment. So here's the thing. Why don't you just lock all of them up? Dismantle them, disband them, disarm them, like y'all did the Black Panther Party, please, for self-defense. But the group that was once the most powerful biker organization in the West, other than its arch rivals, the Hells Angels, who I also told you were a gang, pay attention, is returning to court next week, hoping to set aside the racketeering and conspiracy convictions based on what it says is new evidence about its previous leader, David Santillan. Now, the Mongols are now claiming that throughout their attempt to defend the club in the long-running criminal case, their own leader was secretly talking to the government. And so what? We're supposed to feel sorry for these thugs? And keep in mind, these motorcycle gangs, they're clearly racist, okay? They're always racist. Please pay attention, honey. Have no sympathy or empathy for them. Now, a petition for a new trial and reversal of the $500,000 fine, which is scheduled for an initial hearing on Monday in the U.S. District Court in Santa Ana, California, claims that Mr. Santillan, age 52, covertly cooperated for years with a special agent from the Federal Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. Now, in exchange, the gang said, in its motion, that the agent appears to have spared Mr. Santillan from serious legal consequences for several offenses since 2011. So, and then what? I'm just saying. And then what? So is anybody supposed to have empathy for them or sympathy? I'm just curious. These devils, honey. And I just cannot get it out of my head that they still call these people gangs. Now, just pay attention to the crime. A long history of murder. Now, I want y'all to pay attention because here's the thing. How do you admit that these racist devils, these brutes, have a long history of murder, assault, drug dealing, and robbery? Right? And they operate and function as an organized criminal enterprise. And I want y'all to pay attention. How do you admit that they are all of the above, but yet they're still allowed to exist and persist? They still are a gang. They have not been dismantled. They have not been labeled domestic terrorists as they are. As they are. They have not been put on any list saying that they're extremists, for which they also are. Okay? Anyway, this is all so crazy, honey, but like I said, they always try to sugarcoat stuff when it's pertaining to them. That's just what they do. And so everyone, please like and share, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live, all right? With that all being said, enjoy the rest of this lovely day. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive and constructive. Until next time, beloved, I will talk to you all again soon.
In order for you and me to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place here in Los Angeles recently, we have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he cash you. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
Queen.
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your
Ahmadiyyah.
skin?
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, given to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some